test out the deck a little bit more. Okay. I'm going first. I only have turn 2 plays here. I have no turn 1 play. This is my only turn 3 play. I don't like that hand. I'd rather mulligan and try my luck at getting a Tithe, which I didn't get a Tithe Collector, but I did get my one lone Wolf Captain. So that makes me a bit happier. So I'm going to increase my might. Also, if I had played any creatures, I would have taken damage from Week of Austerity. Alright, so we're playing Ignatius, an 1100 player. There's no more Week of Austerity, so I can play this for fun. I'm guessing it's going to get fire bolted, because every time I play anyone with fire, they have at least 3 fire bolts in their starting hand. Ah, JJ, you're fine, man. No message spam here. Alright, so this is some sort of like slowpoke deck. He's played this Fortune, which is going to deal 3 damage to me because I don't have any fortunes. So effectively he turned this whole turn into a trade. He still only has 1 magic, so I'm not too worried about clustering units yet. But I think I'll play another Dark Assassin before I play anything else. I'm going to level up my magic since it's turn 3. I don't have any extra income, so I don't need to get my 4th might until next turn. Yeah, Evil, if you want to practice, that'd be awesome, man. Do a practice game against you. I was actually thinking about doing a practice game against a viewer, a brave viewer, if there are any. But practicing against Evil would show you... Evil's a very good player who has a lot of very strong decks, so he'd probably beat me anyways, even with my best deck. Cushy, random Garant. I can't show you that personally because I don't have Garant, as tragic as that is. But I am going to be doing Inferno tomorrow, I think. Yeah, I'll do Inferno tomorrow. So, if you guys tune in same time tomorrow, the champions I have, or heroes, sorry. The heroes I have are Demiria and Belias. I'll probably go over Demiria though, because she is one of the most common played decks. I lack a lot of the cards that are required to be good with her, but I'm going to go over, again, I'll probably do the same thing. I'll go over some top decks that players use. I'll go over some of the most common mistakes that players make in their building of Demiria decks, and good fun stuff like that. Okay, so he still only has 1 magic, so I'm not concerned at all about AoE fireballs or anything. So I'm going to back up both of my Dark Assassins with extra damage, so if he ever tries to block it again with another Dark Treant, I will be able to get rid of it. The danger of doing this is he can play a Broken Bridge and get rid of all of my damage in 1 card. And by all of it, I mean just one row. I will level up my magic, so I'm now fully maxed, and now for the rest of the time I want to focus on drawing cards with my hero. Alright, Altar of Shadows. Altar of Shadows. I don't have an answer for Altar of Shadows. I will play... no, that... yeah. I'll give myself an extra income on my next turn. None of my creatures can attack anyways. I think I will go with my... I sort of talked myself out of stacking creatures now because he only has 4 health left and I don't want to lose 2 creatures to 1 bridge. I could kill this now, but I won't. I'll save my lightning bolt so I can deal the 4 damage when he thinks he's safe. So if that makes sense to you guys, Like, I have a bunch of resources now that I could spend, because I can't attack, so some of you may think, well, you might as well spend the things you have. Instead, I want to hold on to this, because if he leaves this here next turn, and tries to block with more creatures, I'll be able to play a lightning bolt on that only, and then win the game. Additionally, I could play more creatures right now, but in most fortune decks like this, they're going to have a card that returns all of my creatures to my hand. So if I play any more creatures, it's just kind of a waste. Although I do need to be sort of considerate now of how many cards I have in my hand. Because if he plays the Tower of Oblivion after a throne like that, so that was the throne. Tower of Oblivion will let him deal 1 damage to my hero based on how many cards I have in my hand. So I have a ton of cards. I might just get rid of some sunbursts, but I actually need to get more creatures on the board to sort of force him to do that again. And again, I want to get these guys down to get me that extra income at the beginning of my turn. It doesn't matter what I get here at this point. And I don't want to draw any more cards either, because he can kill me. Tower of Oblivion gives you 1 damage for every card you are over 6. Okay. So right now I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So he can deal 8 damage to me right away. But again, this is what I was talking about. He played the treant right there, and I can't kill it because I don't have enough damage. So I need to look at my options. If I had a POW, that would be wonderful. Now might be a good time for me to get rid of my sunburst so I cut down on my card count. But I think I'm going to do this first. So I do an extra damage here. And then I think I'm going to lightning bolt this guy, kill that. Now I'm dealing 2 more damage to his hero. I'll move this guy up and play 2 sunbursts just to reduce my, again, my hand count. And I'm not going to draw because I already have way too many cards, and he can kill me if he has a throne and a tower combo. Alright, and I did exactly what evil would have done, so words of encouragement to me. And no, JJ, I can't do any Swiss because I don't have any tickets. Otherwise I would be doing Swiss after this, but for now, no. I spent my last 2 tournament tickets 2 days ago, where I actually won both tournaments. I was pretty happy. Alright. He has bridged. And he has bridged again. I'm curious why he didn't bridge there. Okay. So if he has altars and he plays this, then he must not have Tower of Oblivion, because that's gonna really help me reduce the amount of cards I have in my hand, which I don't need. So I can win if I draw a POW or a lightning bolt or a lightning strike. I don't think I've played 1 lightning bolt maybe, or lightning strike. No, I haven't. I haven't played any lightning strikes. And he's going to kill me on this turn, so now I have to. So now I need to draw a card. Aw, that's super unfortunate that I did not draw the winning card. So there's absolutely nothing I can do. I'm just going to lose the game. Alright, so that was well played by that guy. We had him down to 1 health. Playing one card differently, like if, I don't know, anything could have made the difference in that game. But that was a very good game. Well played by that other guy, even though I don't think his deck was very good. But onwards we go. We have Constrictor, one of the viewers, challenging. A new challenger approaches. So again, I will try to do more of the same walkthrough of the game in this challenge here. If there's anyone in the chat right now who has a sort of new Haven deck, or they're still not quite sure how to play it properly, if you want to challenge me, I can sort of give you critique of how you play as we play against each other, if that's something you guys would be wanting to do. Okay, I think this is a fairly good starting hand. I have a Lightning Strike, I have a Dark Assassin, and a Tithe. The Tithe isn't quite as good since I'm going second, and now the Dark Assassin isn't good either necessarily. I might just block his damage. So right away I need to realize the basis of Demiria is that eventually it's going to get excuse me, eventually it's going to get the Might of Nature out, and its melee creature is going to be unkillable, and I'm going to have a really, really bad time. So maybe I should make my strategy a little bit more offensive against this player in particular. So I will play my Dark Assassin down here. He'll probably Firebolt it. He did not Firebolt it, so that's a welcoming sight. Okay, so now at this point, I want to be dealing this damage, and then I think since he is playing aggressively here, I'll block his melee damage with my Praetorian, and I will also get my income out for next turn. So already the trading has gone in his favor after he deals this damage, and he'll be able to block me. So we'll see if he has a Firebolt to kill off this. He does not. In fact, he didn't have any cards to play that turn, so that was really unlucky for him. So with my 5 resources, I can't play any of these. I could play my Treasurer to gain an extra 2 income, which I don't think I need. POW is not a good option. Radiant Glory is a good option. Yeah, I think I'll do the Radiant Glory and the Loyal Griffin to use up all of my resources. I will level up Magic. Obviously, most times I level up to 4 Might first, so I can get out my stronger creatures, but if there's ever a time when I'm not planning on playing 4 Might, I can just wait till next turn to get that instead. So I think I'm going to put this guy... I kind of want to block his damage and spread myself out. So I'm going to put that guy blocking the Succubus. And that guy there. And deal my damage. And we'll see what he does now. Okay, so he played a Fire Blast, which deals 2 damage to all creatures of target line. And he played it here, so he killed off my DA and my Tithe Collector. So now this turn, instead of having 6 resources, I only have 5. Now, I can maximize my damage by using a Lightning Strike here, but then I won't be able to follow up with anything else. But then again, I can only play 1 card anyways, so that will be my option. And then I'll be drawing a card with my extra resources, maximizing my damage output, and ending my turn. And again, like I said, Demiria is something you want to play aggressive against, because if Demiria gets to set up with her Might of Nature and then her super powerful creatures, it becomes nearly unkillable.